Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about Incoterms rules. As we already know, there's a new update for Incoterms 2020 that is launched, and I'm gonna describe in this video what are Incoterms and mainly what you can understand from it. So, mainly what are Incoterms? Incoterms basically are rules used in negotiation to resolve a specific terms and condition of sale contract by addressing the following duties of importer and exporters. So what the duties, like what obligation, what cost and risk is gonna hold by, or like is gonna take away to the importer or to the exporter. So mainly by Incoterms, the companies decide which duty is gonna perform by whom, and who gonna take the charge of the cost, and who gonna take the risk that is involving by cost or by duties. So rules for any mode of transport, these are the abbreviations. Mainly they are the rules that gonna involve in Incoterms, and you can read it. Then again, these are the four specific rules that use for sea and inland waterways. Mainly the carrier coming through sea or inland waterways, these four gonna use there. So here you can understand better, as we already you have read from X work here, EXW. In this, every duty except just this from taking goods from the warehouse to taking goods back to the buyer is all duty performed by buyer only. Everything gonna control. On the other side, DDDP is every duty that is gonna performed, and the risk and the cost that is gonna perform by seller. So it's basically, in this you can understand where which rule gonna implemented. FCA, all these gonna implement before custom. So here the vendor gonna pick the goods and bring to the custom, and then from custom every duty, whatever duty gonna involve, that is gonna manage or paid by buyer. And you can see the four here: CFR, CIF, FOB, FAS. All four are used for waterways. These can be used for air, rail, road, all these four. Okay, so here you can understand which I'm talking about. X work. Here you can see loading and inland transport cost is controlled by buyer. Everything is controlled in this by buyer. And on the other side, as I told you, DDDP, everything is controlled by seller or maintained by seller. Then from here you can understand basically who gonna pay what, and who is going to liable for the duties, and which duty gonna perform by buyer or seller. It's really important, and in every sales contract it's need to get mentioned. They have to mention which mode they're using, which rule they're using in the trade. And sometimes there's like you can say negotiable things. In negotiable things, like mainly is insurance. So in negotiable things, it can be decided by their mutual understanding or their mutual contract who gonna take the charge for the insurance. Other than all duties which are mentioned here, they need to be performed by that particular person only. So if they're taking FCA, then loading and inland transport and export tax clearance is only performed by seller. Other than that, everything is performed by buyer. I hope you will understand a kind of view what mainly are Incoterms. and for what purpose they got used. Basically, as I mentioned, like you have to keep in mind what they are. Ex, X work, they have a whole definition behind that, why it's X work and what exactly duties is performed under it. So if you want to read, like I just suggest you directly go on the Google and you can just search any of the act or any of the rule that you want to understand. But I think it's really important to understand this picture, because you can just imagine everything from here, like AXW, what is gonna happen from there. So one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the link for the this file in the description, and if anyone needs, they can download and you can use this picture. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.